You're gonna do this.
Go. Hello everyone. I made a video game called Trafficville, and it regards independence because the protagonist and his friend who's talking to him are all looking for their own goals and stuff, and they're seeking independence, and the guy doesn't want to talk to this girl, so he's trying to be independent. It involves a love triangle between the player, this girlfriend, and the video game that he's playing, because they're trying to work out who he's really in love with. It involves a search for freedom because the player is trying to escape from his girlfriend while playing this video game. It involves an elaborate ruse because the person you're talking to over Facebook in the game doesn't know that you're actually also playing a game, so you have to hold up this deception that you're paying attention to her when you're really not. It regards a stranger coming to town because you're playing this game when all of a sudden someone shows up and you're just like, oh, I have to talk to this person now. It involves a split personality because the player has to take on two roles and perform them at the same time. It involves a challenge because games are challenging. It regards pride because you lose if you embarrass yourself. It involves an everyman because the player is just some everyday guy. It involves unrequited love because the player does not return any of the affections while playing the game. It involves a scam because you're tricking the other person. It involves a bounty because you're trying to get like the highest score and stuff. It involves a double take because you end up talking to yourself in the game through these narrations, and it's pretty crazy. It features juvenile delinquency because this player as a juvenile is being very rude, and it will lead to, obviously, the collapse of civilization if we allow this sort of behavior to continue with technology. It regards humans versus machines because the player is playing a game within the game where they're trying to overcome this machine obstacle. It involves deceit because you're trying to trick the other person. It features an unwanted visitor because you don't want to talk to this other person in the game, but they show up and stuff. It features a narrator because you're talking to yourself throughout the game. It involves a reversal because what you're expecting to happen doesn't happen. It involves a computer crash because if you fail to talk to the other person, then the computer crashes. It involves a heartthrob because you play as a heartthrob. It involves a Sisyphean task because no matter how hard you try at the meta game inside the game, you'll always lose. It involves a false assumption because the other person doesn't assume what's going on is actually going on, and it involves diligence because you're going to try it over and over again.
I love these delirious vibes.